I wanted to remind you that this show is made possible. It's brought to you absolutely free. The link is in the description to download this app. It's absolutely free. You can download the app and take a look at some bonus content, which I haven't seen yet because, well, I want to finish the season before I do that. I got a notification the other day. They're already starting to shoot. I think they already started to shoot season 2 of this. And if you would like to help raise money for season 2, you can go to a little button down at the app. It's down in the bottom. It says pay it forward and make a donation to help fund season 2 and make it free again so that more people can access it all around the world. So I thank you for doing that. And I thank you for those of you who have downloaded the app and have started, watching and making purchases as well. Thank you so much. I have also a special thing happening on episode 8 when I do episode 8 here, but we're still working it out. I'm still working it out with the people at The Chosen. So you don't want to miss it. You're going to want to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can be notified when I post, because you're not going to want to miss episode 8 here with me. Believe me, you're not. Okay, so let's get to it. If you're ready for episode 6, give me some hearts in the comments to let me know while I read this disclaimer. So the official disclaimer is that the following is a paid collaboration with The Chosen. I have been given express permission from The Chosen and VidAngel Studios to show their content on my channel. So please do not rebroadcast The Chosen unless you have permission from their team. And then the second part of it is that what you're about to see and hear from me is an honest review of the show. I get to be as brutal or as positive as I want to be. And I'm not getting paid to like the show, but so far I really, really like the show. I particularly love the way that they are portraying. Oops. Oh, I gotta turn on my volume on my phone. So far, I'm really loving what they're doing with the character, with Jesus. How they're portraying him, very human-like, very patient, loving. You can see his humanness, his humor is pretty awesome too. I love his humor. How he was ragging on Simon's brother about having four feet for dancing. It's just great. All right, cool. All right, familia. So it looks like you're ready. Thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate you being here with me and watching this with me. This is exciting because I get to watch it with the whole community. So without further delay, I'm gonna grab my headphones. I'm gonna keep an eye on the chat room for questions and answers. And John, thank you so much for helping. If I can please get a round of applause for John, who's been such a great help with these lives, sharing reminders of not to spoil it. He's sharing the link to Discord, making these invitations. So thank you all so much. Thank you, John. All right, La Familia. Take a nice long deep breath. If you have your drink, let's take a drink. Salud, familia. To health. Delicious water. All right, here we go. We're starting with episode 6, The Chosen. I'm going to play it, and then you let me know if you can hear it. Okay, if you can hear the sound. Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear the sound. Excellent. Thank you, familia. You got some Pepsi? I'm jealous. I was going to get some Pepsi, but I decided to have water instead. I think it's better for me. Again, we're waiting for the tax. Is this with the tax collector? Oh, no, they have gifts or something. Or, huh. Look at these colors.
You're a liar.
Whoa. Trading. They are... She was not happy.
She was crazy. Just because I run a charity does not mean I have to buy rocks from every old lady.
Charity.
Just like everything Roman, it's part of business. We loan proceeds seized from criminals to the poor. And others. You're passing through. I do not recall seeing you before.
I come from Tyr. The mallet is carved of maple from Sidon. The chisels are bronze. The trowel is tin from Phoenician ore.
My. Why would anyone want to part with these?
I'm on my way to the Dead Sea.
Shalom, pilgrim. Lucky me. I do not often see items of such quality. If only they were not brought in by some stranger passing through.
They weren't stolen, if that's what you're saying.
I can justify 20 denarii.
You're joking, that's a fraction of what they're worth. Hades and sticks! I beg you.
Leper! You are marked! You couldn't just die! You had to take us all to hell!
Uh-oh.
You were forbidden within 4 cubits! Take it and go!
I didn't mean you. Any harm. My tools were all I had left.
Should have been wearing his mask. All right, people. Familia. Put your hands together and let's raise the Rufus. Raise the Rufus. Raise the Rufus. Shout out to our boy Dallas for the excellent job that he did with this series. By the way, I have another show that somebody wants me to review on my channel. I'll probably do that Saturday, perhaps. Next Saturday, maybe. We'll see. Sometime soon. I'll make the announcement shortly. It's another short film, Christian related. All right, here we go.
Never knew those little skiffs could hold so many fish.
They can't. The weight of the catch and the sailors caused the boat to sink. They had to jump. They ended up filling 2 boats. Should we put this inside the booth?
Well, they'll be here any minute.
He's such a good actor.
have your
The guy
sword.
plays Matthew.
Should I have a weapon?
This can't be the first time you've been saddled with a couple of months worth of...
2 years and 7 weeks.
2 years and 7 weeks?
Simon and Andrew were each granted 1 year gratis. That totals 1 year and 7 weeks plus another year less marital credit for Simon.
Okay,
Plus penalties.
that's good.
Oh, he's so good. He's good.
And we're sitting ducks here. Just, try to look natural.
I am natural. I look exactly how I feel.
Just try to act like a normal person under normal circumstances. Forget I said normal.
Guys,
Forget
Yes,
I said normal.
Marcus.
Okay. I turned up the volume all the way up, so that's as high
You
as it'll
could
go.
say
I
it was
apologize.
comical when the men leapt from the boats.
Leapt from their boats.
They were sinking from the weight.
Told you it was made up. You can't catch this many fish that fast.
Captain, may we continue this conversation on the road?
Oh, guys, don't tell me you're nervous about guarding a couple months' taxes.
Yeah.
I've just returned from questioning the man known as John the Baptizer while in Roman custody at length of betting. Though his appearance is unconventional and his teachings ignorant, I've concluded he presents no material threat to Herod or to the public peace.
Order. The man has a following. We've heard as much from Brother Shmuel's testimony. Is that not a matter of concern?
I believe these followers are simply investigating as one would a loud noise. And on inspection, they will find that his words bear as much substance. He seeks attention. They do not gather on the Jordan to be immersed as we understand ritual cleansing. They stand in line because others are standing in line. They only legitimized him by ordering his detention. Very effort to keep him silent gives him a pedestal.
But, Nicodemus, we issued no such order.
Oh? I was shown sworn statements from the arresting soldiers saying a Pharisee had ordered his detention.
Uh-oh.
Perhaps they were mistaken.
It was me. I turned him in.
Brother Shmuel?
He who justifies the wicked and he who condemns the righteous are both alike an abomination to the Lord.
Quoting the Proverbs of Solomon is not an
I
explanation.
will not turn a blind eye to his sins even when all others do.
What sins?
He called us a brood of vipers.
It uses coarse language to attract attention.
Do you know how vipers are born? They hatch inside their mothers. The law of Moses says you shall not hate your brother in your heart.
Were he a member of our congregation or our faction, we would admonish him. But he's not. He's a rogue who answers to no one.
Brother Shmuel, your rash actions have inflated the importance of a trivial outlier and drawn undue attention to our sect by Rome.
But he
And
is...
I'm astonished that any student of the great and learned Nicodemus would have the temerity to bypass his approval.
The temerity. What a word. The temerity.
I'll talk to him, Abedin.
You will defer to your teacher on all matters of polity and practice. Do I make myself...
Wait, okay, so Nico is protecting John the Baptist by discrediting him? Is that what's going on? Can you please let me know? Shmuel the schmuck. Liz. That's funny. Okay. Okay, I got one no. Yep. Okay, we got yep, yep. If you know what that's from, give me a heart. Because you're awesome if you know where that's from. Yep. Okay, cool. So he's protecting him. Basically, he's saying he's not a threat, so not a prob. Gotcha. Rose 33333. Answer the call. Not directly. Okay, awesome. Cool. Yep. Excellent.
Clear.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
This council is adjourned.
For those of you who don't know, actually, in Sesame Street, there were these alien characters that were looking at exploring the world, and they would always say nope, or they would say yep, and that was all they said throughout the whole episode. So that's where that's from. Yes, like Muppets.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
No, I thought I was prepared for life on the road. Snakes, hunger, floods.
Yeah, the Torres doesn't mention the blisters, huh?
But you never read the book on constant low-level aches?
The sermon on dust in your nose.
Right.
So, what'd you do before you met him?
I was on my way to join the 288.
The Jerusalem Temple Choir. Yeah. Right, okay. Yeah, I was Caesar's favorite gladiator.
My soul thirsts for you. My flesh longs for you. In a dry and weary land where there is no water.
Wow.
How many Archies for that
I stand
performance?
corrected.
Thank you.
It's clear why Jesus asked you to join him.
I don't know if anything's clear. You know, maybe I'll sing, maybe not. He's the only one who knows who I'll become.
Wow.
More than anything, He's a teacher, and we're his students.
Looks good, boys. Simon.
My mother is leaving. I'm escorting her back to Nazareth. I'll catch up with the others at our camp in Capernaum.
I understand. All right. I'll make sure everyone arrives safely.
I want you to go on ahead.
Ahead of the others?
You have some business to tend to at home.
Teacher, I can protect the others.
In time you will. The others don't have families. You do. Look at me. I'm leaving all this fun to escort my Ima.
Yes, Rabbi.
I feel like they're showing his autism a little more in this episode. I've noticed the hands, like how he gestures, how he's not fidgeting. I don't think that's the correct word, but how he's moving his hands and how he's looking to the side a little more. I feel like they're focusing on that a little extra in this episode.
Remarkable. For the first time in a year, quarterly collections will have exceeded Pilate's projections. And if the fishermen are no longer fishing on Shabbat. Have an olive, Matthew. You earned it.
Thank you, Dominus.
Simon the cheat. Simon the fraud. Simon, the guy who delivered when it mattered most. I wonder if there's a way to make him do it again.
It wasn't Simon.
What if I told him it wasn't enough? He obviously performs well under pressure. And I do have a knack for creating stakes.
Simon wasn't responsible for this, Dominus.
Oh, I don't care who he conscripts into his schemes.
Forgive me, Dominus, if my report was unclear. There was
Thank
a
you,
man.
MJ. That's
You're a fine
insightful.
reporter,
Thank you,
Matthew, but you're also a bit of a rube. I read your report. It's clear Simon and his accomplice tricked you.
But there were others.
Accomplice says, fine.
To what end?
Who can say? Maybe Simon wanted the other fishermen.
Jennifer.
off his
Thank you
back.
for confirming
You
that.
said yourself, word of his disloyalty had spread. Or maybe to spook anyone who'd fish on Shabbat. He is a wily one.
The fishermen have taken notice.
Oh, it couldn't have worked out better. Don't tell me you're spooked.
I am neither sophisticated nor subtle, Dominus, but I am observant. I detected no subterfuge. I recorded everything I witnessed, however impossible it seemed.
You did well, Matthew. Fortunately, you have me to interpret for you.
Forgive me, Breeder.
Wow.
It's urgent.
No kidding.
King Herod's envoy approaches.
Spotted where?
Outside Gennesaret, riding north.
Sorry, I'm gonna go back. Who's approaching?
Forgive me, Breeder. It's urgent.
No kidding.
King Herod's envoy approaches.
Herod.
Spotted.
I just probably made him more tired. He had to run in here a second time. Dad jokes.
Where?
Outside Gennesaret, riding north.
Captain, Silvius Gamalius, son of Senator Gamalius, will be arriving in 1 hour.
Yes, Dominus.
Prepare my guard for inspection. How long would you have stood there? Things turned out very well with Simon, and I'm grateful. Gaius, I've reviewed your service records. You're Germanic.
My people were.
It's so crazy how much he's loving the power that he has. He smiles and he smirks and he's like, "How long would you have stood there?" If he wanted to, he could just make them stand there all day, and they would do it. And how dangerous that is. Huh?
Powerful warriors, even if they did surrender.
I believe they sensibly joined the winning team, Dominus.
Sensibly.
My only allegiance is to Rome. I've trained to fight for her since I was a boy.
And now you will lead. I hereby promote you to the rank of Primi.
Thank you for this honor, Praetor.
Don't slobber. And Matthew, you're so wonderfully odd. Keenly intelligent, but It's your reactions to the world I love. Like right now. How you're not a stain on a cartwheel is a mystery we will have many moons to unravel, my new friend.
I saw no ruse or deception at the seashore, Dominus.
Because you have no guile. Give me your first reaction to this scenario. You will shortly be visited by a childhood rival whose father gave him everything while yours gave you nothing, and yet you've risen to a higher rank. You want to make it clear you won. That it's your meeting, even if he arrived unannounced.
I would show him my plans for infrastructure. Conquest is not simply conquering nations, but imposing a way of life.
Unbelievable. So simple. You're dismissed.
Thank you, Praetor.
It's I keep saying it's crazy. You know that I don't mean that it's crazy, but that's the word that I'm using. How we can learn so much from one another. And sometimes the people we think are not that intelligent, people who we think don't have any insight, maybe they're too in the shadows. They're the people that have a simple answer to something that can, well, change the world.
Hello.
Hello. Shalom.
It's a beautiful day for picking flowers.
Well, if you like Gilboa iris, lupine, and anemone, I sell them in the market.
Is that Egyptian?
Yes. I grew up there. My father was from Ethiopia.
Shaparnaya makamtianak. Shabuta sashasutne sashrutu. Natiu patanaya sunu mahatia.
Tamar, Anaki, Nanioti Juanu.
Anaki Yeshua nanazrati.
Like my name.
Atipuarta snatia.
Haknunak. Shalom to you all.
Shalom.
Shalom.
You were speaking Egyptian.
I lived there when I was a boy.
Why were you there?
We had to leave Bethlehem when I was 2 years old because of Herod.
You lived in Bethlehem? During the massacre of the innocents?
I did.
I know the story. Herod had every child in the area under the age of 2 killed.
Yes, it was very sad. Not to spoil this beautiful day or anything, huh? Come on.
Huh? Oh.
It's a leopard. Stay back. Cover your mouth. Don't breathe his air. Don't come any closer.
It's okay, John. It's okay.
Rabbi, you cannot. His disease. You.
Please. Please. Please don't turn away from me.
I won't.
Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean. Only if you want to, I submit to you. My sister, she was a servant at the wedding. She told me what you can do.
I was about to say, how does he know?
You can heal me if you are willing.
Wait, who's his sister? Do we know, or is it just like a random person? Sorry, I'm sorry to pause it right where it is. I'll go back just a tiny little bit, but I just want to know: does anybody know who his sister is? The winemaker. Okay. Don't know. Just a servant. Assume just a servant. Random. We don't know. No sisters. Just random. Okay. All right, cool. I'm going to continue. I went back a little bit. Just want to point out one thing. He says, please don't turn away from me. And he says, I won't. and the way he says "I won't" is very touching.
My sister, she was a servant that
let me
were
go
willing.
back.
You can make me clean. Please don't.
Sorry. Okay.
Please.
I won't interrupt anymore.
Please. Please don't turn away from me.
I won't.
Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean. Only if you want to, I submit to you. My sister, she was a servant at the wedding. She told me what you could do. I know you can heal me if you are willing.
I missed it the first time he said it. A servant.
I am willing. Be cleansed.
Thank you. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. What can I ever do?
Do not say anything to anyone.
You don't seek your own honor?
Please just do me this one thing.
But what do I tell people?
Go. Show yourself to the priest. Let them inspect you and see that you are cleansed. Make the proper offering in the temple as Moses commanded. And go on your way. Who has an extra tunic?
My grandfather used to say to me in Spanish, it's haz el bien y no digas a quién, which is you always do what's right and don't say who you did it for. It's beautiful.
Just one of you, just one of you. That's enough. Green is definitely your color. Not too shabby.
Spread out the flags! It dries faster.
Okay.
Deputy!
Yeah.
Can you check the graves, please?
I forgot. We no longer have anyone on raisin duty.
So it says, sorry for pulling a knife on you, dude. I could have killed you.
Salome!
What?
They're coming!
There, be careful!
Ah! Ah! Oh!
Hello.
He's all, hello.
James? John,
Yes? Ema.
listen to him. Please. And stay by his side.
We will. We will. It's a pleasure to meet you too, Salome. I'm Jesus of Nazareth.
Of course you are.
And hello again, Zebedee.
It's an honor, Rabbi.
Imam. Imam.
What are my manners? Please come in.
Are you certain there will be others joining us?
I insist. Everyone, please.
Oh, hey.
Where is Simon?
He's taking care of some things at home. Andrew is getting him now.
Good. I thought maybe he got cold feet, or I'd have to go drag him out of the hammer.
Are you kidding?
He's the teacher's pet.
You would hardly recognize him now.
My meditation please you as I rejoice in you, my Lord. Praise you, Lord. Praise you, Lord. Praise you, Lord, forevermore.
The wine. Oh. He introduced us to all of his friends. It really was unlike anything. We danced. He danced.
He danced?
Yes.
She's asleep. Breathing is labored but steady.
Okay, good.
That was some soulful singing, my man.
All right.
Most of the Zebedees to the group. And
Any
it's
time is
cooking.
Don't tell Eden I said that. What? Taxman!
Simon, Andrew.
I guess no one told you the good news.
We squared our debts with Quintus.
Isn't that great? So, go back to your cage and stop following us.
It's not you. I'm here about the man.
What man?
The man at the shore who made the fish appear.
Man on the shore. You saw no man on the shore. Do you hear me?
Yes, I did! I was there, I saw!
And I bet the first thing you did was tell Rome, huh?
Simon.
They don't believe me!
You really are a traitor.
Simon!
Best for you to forget it.
Go home, Matthew.
They don't believe what I saw. But I do. I need to know. Am I deceived?
What good is our answer if you don't even listen to yourself?
Oh! What good is our answer if you don't even believe it yourself? Why do we do that, Familia? Why do we trust, like, when it comes to things like, how should I word this? We trust ourselves to a certain degree. We only care about ourselves, mostly, right? We all mostly want what we want. We care for ourselves. But when it comes to other people, we care about what they say to us about what we are. So like we're self-conscious about what. Never mind. Hang on. Let me reword this because this is tricky to say. We care too much what other people think of us, right? When we shouldn't. But he made a point to say that what good is his answer if he doesn't even believe himself? So he doesn't believe his own, what he saw for himself. Is he going to believe what somebody else said? Never mind. Sorry. My language is limited and I can't really fully express what I had in mind. I hope somebody out there can help me with this, but I think some of you may know what I'm trying to say. I'm limited. Anyway, back into it. Sorry. Let's go back. Ignore what I just said.
Rabbi. Welcome, Rabbi.
Greetings.
Everything is prepared, teacher. The scrolls of Isaiah and Malachi, Would you like us to get you any water, teacher? Or?
No, thank you. Actually, I'd like to do the readings a little later. Would you mind giving me a little time to myself?
Of course, teacher.
Shmuel, would you join me, please?
Salome didn't cook?
No.
Walnuts? So good.
Oh, your herbs are beautiful. Rosemary, dill, mint, coriander, and sage for Sabadi's indigestion.
Thank you for sharing that, dear wife. So, your father was a fisherman?
Carpenter.
Is he back in Nazareth?
No, he's in heaven.
What was your father's lineage?
Josiah, father of Jeconiah at the time of the exile.
But before the exile, what tribe?
Abba.
I like genealogies. It's what we talk about.
I would imagine from the tribe of Judah. Yes?
And why would you guess the tribe of Judah?
Well, are you having a party?
We've heard voices.
Mara, please come in.
Rabbi, these are our neighbors, Mara and Eliel.
Oh, we've heard about you.
Have you?
The parable of the net. I have a question about that.
Please, our master is tired. He's had a long day of walking.
It's all right. It's all right.
You said angels would come and separate the evil from the righteous. How soon do you think that they would come, Rabbi?
My friends and I recently returned from a wedding. The father of the bride was a man of great wealth, Abner. As the night got longer, near the end of the feast, what do you think the servants were doing back home?
Waiting. If they're good at their jobs.
Waiting where? In their rooms? In the kitchen?
At the gate.
At the gate. Doing what? Just standing there in the dark?
Holding lamps.
But why? Why wouldn't they just relax?
Because they don't know when he's coming back.
Suppose they figured the master was delayed in coming. So they took a nap on his bed, got drunk on his wine, and let their lamps burn down.
That's easy. They would be fired and then kicked out, called a name, and told that if they ever show their face around here again...
My friends, shalom, shalom.
We were just passing by and heard the Familia voice.
We heard about the wedding. Can you do that to the well by my house?
You know them?
Yes, Mary introduced them to me.
It's the ground. Why not?
You were saying, teacher?
Ah, yes, thank you, James. The servants. So it will be, at the end of all things. Neither the angels in heaven, nor the Son of Man, nor the day or the hour, but only the Father. So you must always be ready, with your lamps trimmed and burning brightly.
What's wrong? It's getting too crowded. Don't worry about it. You know, Im and Abba love the company.
I'm not worried about them.
Oh, okay. So what do you want to do?
Let's try to make sure the path out of your back garden is clear.
What do you think is going to happen?
Anything could happen. All these people, word spreading, wrong people stop by.
Simon, you don't have to be his bodyguard. I think he can handle anything.
Yeah, well, he called me. And if we're not fighting the Romans yet, I want to do something until that time comes.
I told you to catch men.
I don't know what that means.
Exactly. And if he needed you to know what that meant, he would have told you. So just be you, okay? And hey, maybe you already know.
Well, my eyes are tired. Would you mind reading to me from the scroll of the prophet Isaiah?
I just want to point out that I really like I spoke about how I enjoyed how they're portraying Jesus as a human being. I like the transition to teacher now. Okay, so now he's playing teacher, but his asking questions and having them answer and get to the point where they're right at the edge of of what he's trying to teach them, and then finishing it off by saying, okay, well, just like that, just like you pointed out the servants, in the same way, nobody knows when this will happen, so just be ready, like the servants are ready. So I feel like the message sticks when it's taught in this way. I love it.
Comfort, comfort my people, says
A
our...
little further down, a few lines.
A voice cries, in the wilderness, prepare the way of Adonai. Make straight in the desert a highway for our God.
And who does that sound like?
The heretic John.
And what heresy do you find in those words, being that Isaiah said
The
them?
heresy is that John has appropriated Isaiah's words by taking a spiritual description of God in heaven and applying it to John's physical successor on earth.
Successor?
John said, after me comes he who is mightier than I, the strap of whose sandals I am not worthy to stoop down and untie.
And?
God has no body, he cannot wear sandals. God cannot take human form. To say so is blasphemy.
And where does it say that God cannot take human form?
In the scroll of Deuteronomy. You saw no face the day Adonai spoke to you at Horeb.
Just because they saw no form doesn't mean God cannot take one.
In Exodus, you cannot see my face, for no man shall see me and live. This person would have to walk around with his face covered.
Ooh. So you would place limits on the Almighty?
None that are not written in law.
And if God did something that you felt contradicted the Torah, would you tell him to get back in that?
Oh man, this is okay, Nico. You're my boy, Nico. I gotta listen to that again. I'm sorry, Familia. This is gold right here. This is gold.
In Exodus, you cannot see my face, for no man shall see me and live. This person would have to walk around with his face covered.
Ooh. So you would place limits on the Almighty?
None that are not written in law.
And if God did something that you felt contradicted the Torah, would you tell him to get back in that box that you have carved for him?
Wow.
Or would you question your interpretation of the Torah?
Ooh.
When I was a student, I knew all your sayings. I read every word you wrote. Your teachings were so sturdy, so reasoned and pure.
We are still students, Shmuel. All of us.
Yes,
Our understanding will never be complete.
It frightens me that I can no longer predict your rulings.
And fear alone ensures we remain ignorant, asleep in the safety of rigid tradition.
Oh.
Take the Sadducees. They take the first 5 books, the law of Moses.
Wait, quick question, Familia. Is this conversation in the Bible, or is this part of what was like added to the show for, I don't know, seasoning? Is this did this conversation, is it written in there? No, not on there. Not on there. Okay, cool. All right, just wondering. Thank you.
As inspired scripture. The rest, they disregard. To them, God stopped speaking when Moses died. Think of all they have missed.
Thank you, Familia.
The Psalms of David, the stories of Ruth and Boaz, Esther and Mordecai. I don't want to live in some bleak past where God cannot do anything new. Do you?
Why is that your concern? God gave us his law. We must uphold it.
We can do both. Let's look to the ancient roads where the good way is and walk in it, as Jeremiah said, and still keep our eyes open to the startling and the unexpected.
This speaks to me because even though I've read some things with you all, and you all have shared some things with the Bible, and I have it close to me, not at all times, but you know, it's here in my room. I'm still open to the spontaneity of the Great Spirit, or the Holy Spirit, as you call it. I listen, I obey, and also I'm open to the spontaneous aspect of it, which could change at any moment. It could, right now I could be doing these videos. Tomorrow it'll say, hey, I want you to do something else. Like, that's enough. Okay, I'll do it. I don't know, Familia. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, por favor. I just want to see where everyone is on this topic. And if you disagree, please keep in mind that I asked respectfully, and please respond respectfully. Thank you.
Can we agree on that?
Yes.
You and I, we can lead the others in this.
I beg your pardon, teacher of teachers.
What's happened?
A crowd has gathered in the east side to see a man preaching.
A Pharisee?
No, a common person. It's not John. Someone normal. He has commanded the attention of the entire area.
We will investigate.
So you think that because Pilate killed them, they must have been worse sinners than others?
I know Pilate wasn't doing it for that reason, but God must have been punishing them for something.
No, God does not see some as worse than others. All must repent or perish. You know of the tower in Siloam, which fell and killed the 18, yes?
Of course.
Do you think that they were worse than those who lived in Jerusalem? No. All must repent or perish.
I'm out of pistachios, walnuts, bread, and water. Can you please go next door and ask Deborah for some bread to feed this crowd? Deborah's at the door.
They're already being fed.
Haha. What is this one? I don't know what to call it. It's not a parable. It's I guess a story. Those who eat from this bread will be hungry again, right? But something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing, but those who eat from this other bread, the spiritual bread, will never hunger. Something like that. No, there's another version of it with water. No, those who, if you drink from this, you will thirst again, right? But if you drink from this other water that I'm offering you, you will never thirst. Correct? Am I right? Something like that.
What about prayer?
The bread of life.
What about it, Shula?
I don't like to pray out loud because I feel embarrassed around the leaders who know how to do it so much better.
Big words don't matter. A lot of that's for show anyway. Don't worry about doing it in public. It's better to go into your room, shut the door, and pray to your Father who sees you in secret. The same is true for giving to the needy. Do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing.
How could my right hand do something and my left hand not know?
I mean, give generously, without thinking about it. Do not do it for show, to impress others. Don't even congratulate yourself in private. Give in humility.
Familia, I'm going to play that again, okay? Because I love this.
The leaders who know how to do it so much better.
Big words don't matter. A lot of that's for show anyway. Don't worry about doing it in public. It's better to go into your room, shut the door, and pray to your Father who sees you in secret.
Oh, okay.
The same is true for giving to the needy. Do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing.
How could my right hand do something and my left hand not know?
I mean, give generously, without thinking about it. Do not do it for show, to impress others. Don't even congratulate yourself in private. Give in humility.
Come.
What was your last customer?
So far, I like Jesus the human, and I like Jesus the teacher.
Matthew. Hello?
I'm sorry, what?
How long has it been since you've had a customer?
I don't have customers.
When was your last citizen?
1 hour, perhaps 2.
Is there a Jewish holiday that I don't know about?
There are many you don't know about, Gaius.
Snap out of it.
Snappity.
Marcus. Matthew, close the booth and go home.
It's not time yet.
There's a situation. Lock up and get out of here.
What situation would require we abandon our post?
A mob in the East Slums.
I'm coming with you.
Excuse me?
I'm coming with you.
I said a mob of people. Matthew, I do not have time to protect you.
How do you think I survived the other 16 hours of the day?
I have no idea.
Which brings up a good point.
Both.
All of you listening here, you're pretty decent people, yes? Pretty righteous? Kind of? Not bad? Let me tell you a story. There were 2 men that went up into the temple.
Excuse us.
One of
Please.
them was a Pharisee, best of us, right? The other,
Shalom, good to see you.
Word, yes?
This is Jesus of Nazareth. Keep listening.
Standing by himself, goes inside to the
He's a
he
promoter.
prays this prayer.
You okay?
Yes.
He's amazing, huh?
God, I thank you that I am not like other men.
Excuse me.
Extortionate.
Excuse us.
Unjust.
Please.
Where are you going?
Please. We need to see Jesus.
There's no room up there.
He's paralyzed from the waist down. He can't stand.
No, there is definitely no room then.
Simon, he deserves to hear Jesus as much as anyone else.
Hello again. I'm so glad I found you. My friends, they're here.
Look, why do you need to get closer?
I saw what your master did to the leper. I know what I saw.
We're trying to keep that under wraps. For now. Look at this crowd. Imagine what we'd be up against.
Please, help me get my friend to him.
We got company.
I'll talk to them.
Come with me.
Oh, the music is so wonderful.
What's going on here?
This is a peaceful gathering.
That is what the Maccabees said.
They're blocking the road.
I'll move them. They haven't been told where to stand yet.
Finally, he said to himself, even though I don't fear God, because this widow keeps bothering me, I will see that she gets justice, so that she does not wear me out. Grant me justice against
The guy, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back a little because that guy like didn't even look at him. He just turns around and automatically pushes him. Like you should have at least paused a little bit, saw him, and then react. That's funny. He's like, "All right, go, bam!" Oh man. Sorry if I laughed too loud on the mic. I just thought it was funny. He's just like,
There's
push.
But you know him. Can't you get us any closer?
I don't want to interrupt the teacher by causing a scene.
What if you were me?
Wouldn't you want your friends to make a scene?
It was you once.
What about the roof?
when the Son of Man will he find faith on the earth.
I just wanted to hear the teacher teach.
Up here. It's okay. Come up.
It's our friend. What was it?
How did you get up there?
Was it Abigail?
We climbed the ladder. It's easy.
Those grapes look great, by the way.
So if this is how God clothes the Christ.
Thank you.
Where are your parents? I see, okay. Okay, well, the man speaking is called...
Jesus of Nazareth.
We know him.
This is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and thrown into the fire tomorrow. How much more will He clothe all of you? This what the unjust will not God justice to those His chosen who cry out day and night.
Excuse me. Quiet. We're trying to listen. You know who you are talking to. Did you hear his disrespect?
Remember the Red Quarter? We're out of our element here.
We have to find out who is teaching. Look at this crowd.
All the more reason to be cautious.
Rabbi, it's her. She is truly restored. I only heard your report, not seen her for myself. She's a different person.
Why,
The city on a hill cannot be hid. And if it were nighttime, Zebedee wouldn't light his lamp and put it under a basket. He'd put it on the stand where it could light us all.
Jesus of Nazareth! I saw what you did to the leper on the road this morning.
Uh-oh.
My friend has been paralyzed since childhood. He has no hope but you. Please.
Are they going to lower him
do for
down?
him what you did for the leper.
Just breaking this man's house.
If you are willing, Rabbi, I know you can do this.
He's grabbing a grape. That's funny. Raise the Rufus. That's right. Wow. Listen to the music. The boom, 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 boom. It's like,
This is what you wanted. Get out your tablet at least.
Harry!
they had tablets back
Is he
then?
in danger?
I don't know.
Oh, those kinds of tablets.
No, I don't think so.
He's got room in there?
Yes.
Can you believe we're really here for this?
Yes.
Down. Down.
Oh, the music is amazing.
You! By whose authority do you teach?
I know the answer.
Answer me!
If you are willing, Rabbi, you know you can.
Hey, I'm talking to you! By whom do you teach? Certainly not the authority of any rabbi from Nazareth. Where did you study?
Your faith is beautiful. Son, take heart. Your sins are forgiven. Who is this who speaks blasphemies? Who can forgive sins but God alone? Right. But I ask you, which is easier to say? Your sins are forgiven, or rise up and walk?
Oh, okay.
It's easy to say anything, no? But to show you, and so that you may know that the Son of Man has the authority on earth to forgive sins.
Wait, I'm sorry, did he say the Son of Man?
That you may know that the Son of Man has the authority on earth to forgive sins.
Could somebody please just briefly explain that the Son of Man has the authority to My mic is going. Okay. 1 second. I hope that's okay. I hope that's better. I'm switching over to that mic up here. Son of Man, son of Adam. Is this better? Can you let me know if this is better? I changed my mic. Okay. Now, if I understand that correctly, that says we, or no? Am I taking that? I don't want to go into a place where it's incorrect. Are we saying that we, like you and I, have the authority to forgive someone else's sins? No? Yes? No? Yes? I'm sorry. I asked you too many questions. Yeah. Yes, better on the mic. No. No. Okay. So, Son of Man, see, that stuff is not clear to me. Okay, I'm going to keep going. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep going, but I'm probably going to ask the people on Discord to sort of help me better understand that, okay? Because that's how I took it, and I don't want to misinterpret stuff, but I'm getting some mixed stuff. I have a certain group of people that I really trust with this answer, so I'll be reaching out to you after this. All right, cool. I'm going to go back a tiny little bit just to be sure, okay? Thank you, Familia. You all are wonderful. Yes, on the mic is better. Let's see. Okay, so the mic is better. Okay. I'm going to go back.
To show you, and so that you may know, which is easier to say.
Sorry. Okay, here we go.
Your sins are forgiven. Or rise up and walk. It's easy to say anything, no? But to show you, and so that you may know that the Son of Man has the authority on earth to forgive sins. I say to you, my son, rise, pick up your bed, and go home. Easy does it.
Thank you, Sister Caroline, for the brief explanation and for the super chat. I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Now go on.
Roman guards! What's threat to the public peace?
Teacher, this way.
Oh, this slow-mo shot is amazing. The acting here is incredible too.
paralytic walked past me on his 2 feet.
You asked me before if I knew his name. Now everyone knows his name. And I fear for his safety.
I mean no trouble to him. No dishonor.
Your friends tried to have him arrested.
They're jealous. They're afraid. But I'm not. I promise. Mary, please. I need to talk to him.
I follow him, not the other way around. He doesn't tell anyone his plans.
Will you ask him for a meeting in secret, under cover of night, at a place of his choosing? I don't care if it's a ravine or a cave or even a tomb, but I just need to speak to him. Please, Mary.
I will try.
Are you lost?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because everything that's so analytical and everything that can be explained away through the intellect was just, it's like those Etch-a-Sketch, right? His Etch-a-Sketch was just shaking.
Is there a problem, officer?
Dallas Jenkins. All right, Familia. I'm gonna lower the volume here and just let the credits roll for a little bit. That was incredible. That was amazing. They crammed so much emotion in just one episode here. And I can't wait to get to the next episode this Sunday. Episode 7, Sunday. Familia, thank you so much for joining me. Oh, let me go back. Somebody said something here. Let me go back in the comments here. Sorry, I saw my... I don't know why that other mic just drops after an hour. I'm gonna have to probably just get a fresh USB cord for it because it probably overheats or something, and it starts to act all patchy. But pretty soon I'll probably end up getting a new computer as well, just so that I can not run into these tiny issues. I fixed the internet issue, so we're not gonna worry about that anymore. But yes, Familia, thank you all so much for joining me. I'd like to take this moment to remind us one of the things that I loved about this episode in particular was the lesson that we should do what's right, right? Do what's right always, all the time, and not turn our backs on the people who need who need our help. So Familia, if you're going through something, I want to let you all know that there is an app called Discord. Thank you, Sister Caroline. Remember Matthew as Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Okay. Thank you, Sister. Familia, there's an app, a community where we're all get together and we do a lot of amazing stuff. We share some stories with one another. We encourage, uplift one another whenever there's someone who's in need of prayer. There is prayer, a group chat where you can go and request prayer. There's a group of people that are willing to take the time and pray over you. If you want it a little bit more privately, you can link up privately. Okay, Van Santos, I'm gonna have John just posted the link to Discord. Please join us. The community is growing. It's absolutely free. Okay, it's absolutely free. It's changed so many people's lives, and I have to tell you, like, I'm very, very pleased. There's something new happening in the next couple of days that's going to be big. That's going to help a lot of us in so many ways, and I'd like to just extend the invitation for all of you to join us. Like I said, it's absolutely free. You can share your personal stories. You can meet great people from around the world, people that you'll just absolutely fall in love with their personalities and their there's a lot of joking around going on there too, and recipes being passed on so that we can all share recipes from all over the world. I think it's really wonderful, and I want to say thank you to the group of people who are orchestrating all the wonderful things that are happening on Discord. Familia, I learned a lot today. I really did, and I have a feeling that I'm going to be learning a lot in these upcoming weeks as well, not just about myself, but about the reason why you all love Jesus so much. Teresa Casillas, thank you for the super chat. But without faith, it is impossible to please Him. Hebrews 11:6. Thank you for that. Thank you for the donations that you all are making to the channel. I appreciate that immensely. And just know that I'm taking these donations and I'm turning them white back around. I don't know why I decided to talk like Elmer Fudd all of a sudden. Oh, Elmer Fudd. I'm gonna turn things right around, and I'm gonna put musical instruments in the hands of the youth to get them involved in music and hopefully get them away from like drugs and gangs and all that. Give them a shot at something good. So I thank you for the donations that you're making. We're also helping people all around the world as well. So I know that Jesus just instructed, not to make it public or not to, not even to tap yourself and pat yourself in the back in private. But I feel like I have to be a little bit public of this because I do need your help. This is a collaborative effort, a global collaborative effort, and I appreciate you all so much. Dori, thank you so much for the super chat. Jesus is nothing but love. Yeah, that's right. And I want to remind you all that so are you. You were made with love. There's love in each and every one of you, and whether you call him Jesus, the Holy Spirit, Yahweh, Yeshua, whatever you call what I call the Great Spirit gives you love unconditionally. Doesn't ask you to do anything. Doesn't even ask you to thank him in any way, really. Just wants you to give that love out and be a, oh my goodness, this is why I actually read it. Yesterday I read a passage, I'm not going to reach for it, but it said something about remember that you are a letter. Like if you were a letter from Jesus to the world, what would your letter say? Wouldn't it be a loving letter? Wouldn't this be a letter that would just be full of love and compassion? Randy and Kathy, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. I like your Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse photo. Wrecked. Elvia, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. And so, Familia, if the Great Spirit wrote a love letter in your heart and you are to read that letter to everyone you come in contact with, what would that letter sound like? So I'd like to leave you as homework, if you will, for you to write what that love letter sounds like. That's already written in your heart, and it said something along the lines of like it's a love letter that's not written in ink, but in the spirit of. Oh, I'm gonna have to read it now. Sorry. Never imagined that I was gonna be on here on YouTube, reading from the Bible. Actually, let's see. Where is it? I gotta look for it. Sorry. Give me just 1 second. If you have to go, I understand. I appreciate that, you being here. Okay, so here it is. It says, you yourselves are our letter, written on our hearts, known and read by everyone. and you show that you are a letter from Christ, the result of our ministry, written not with ink, but with the Spirit of the living God, not on tablets of stone, but on tablets of human hearts. Familia, I love that. Like, I truly love that. And I want to ask you all to please, please, please be a letter of love. Everyone you encounter, please touch them with the love of the Great Spirit. Let them know that the Great Spirit is with you and with them as well. And don't mention the Great Spirit, just show them. Don't, it's like Jesus just said in the on the show here. It's easy to speak. It's easy to say words. Really easy to say words. But to show them in action, that's what matters. What Bible version do you have? Don, you know what? I'm not sure. This was sent to me by Hillsong. It's this, I guess, NIV. That's the version I have. This was actually sent to me by Hillsong. It's Hillsong United. When they send me my package, they gave that to me. So, Familia, again, thank you for joining me. I appreciate that you all were here. Please remember who you are at your very core. If you are struggling through something, if you are going through something rough and you want just someone to listen to, I invite you to come over to Discord. We have a group of people that I trust like immensely that are willing to listen to you, either in the public, or if you could say, hey, John, particularly John is one of them. He's the one that put all this together. But John, Elvia, I think, is one of them. Linda and Anne, just to name a couple. If there's Carrie is also a great listener. If you just want someone to listen privately without actually saying anything to you, just reach out to them and say, hey, can I speak to you privately? We can, you can arrange a private message. Again, they're not counselors, they're not anything. You just want somebody to pray over you, you can, or just someone to listen to you. You can reach out for help here on Discord. Okay, it is available to you. It's absolutely free. It makes me very happy to know that there's something available for people who were just like me, who were just lost, who just didn't feel loved, who were maybe pushing away from God because of what a human said to them. If that sounds like you, if you know in your heart that there is a God, but you're struggling with that, or you can't understand, believe me, I know, I was there not too long ago, okay? But do reach out to someone, and these people, I trust them with my life. I really do. I genuinely do, and I know that they're going to respond patiently and lovingly, and they're all there for you. So please join. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me again. I will say my goodbyes. I'm going to take my hat off, and I want to let you all know that I love and respect all of you. I respect all of you, and I recognize that the Great Spirit is actually moving through not just this channel, but in your hearts as well. And I want you to take a moment to yourself in a quiet room and have that conversation, have that quiet conversation, have that one-on-one, and see what the Great Spirit moves in you, in your mind and in your heart. All right, Familia?